Artyomich, Duke, we're on final approach. There. See that fire at the very top? That's the control post. What used to be anyway. Now it's a shrine, блять. Closer to God at the top, you see? That's where you have to go. I'll distract the guards now. Hey, you ashore! Catch the line!
Hey, sailor! What did you do to your barge? What you gonna sell now?
Whoa, you're so funny! Jackass, блядь.
So, Artyom, shall we move? Whoever gets there first wins. Break a leg.
Artyom, Duke, the Aurora is quietly moving into position. We'll be ready to act on your signal. Roger that, sir. We're on it. Over.
My father Salandius foretold. Who arrived? Save these slaves! It's like you missed the morning sermon. Well, I didn't. One day you are going to get sent to fight demons for that. But it's so early. Just tell me what he said. All right. A heretic actually arrived right at the sermon. Our guys rushed over to save the Holy Father, and the heretic killed all of them. Even begging for your life is useless before that murder. But he sure murdered the simple folk who had never even handled a gun in their lives. Every one of them he saw is a beast. A beast, not a man. Not to mention that Khamila near which spawn escaped and all the confusion. There's a rumor that people saw him with the heretics. Who knows? They are heretics. The Zarfish Nobody there. Praise be the Lord.
You see, Simon's back. Back? But he and Kirill vowed to eradicate all the demons. You don't just come back after that. Well, ask anyone. He got captured by heathens, but a heretic, one of the new ones, freed them. Simon just got killed. That's all. All the stories people tell not to go. No, he did not. He came back and made a huge fuss in the church and got his way through. Now we will be praying for that heretic instead of Simon. You got that? Oh, God. For a heretic? It would please God, though. That's Simon. What next? What those heretics want here? Then he just made the sign of the cross, kissed the altar, and went back to the demons. Yes. What about Kirill? He's the one who's going to do the praying. Father Salantius himself wiped his slate clean. Well, yes, not everyone is great. We are not. God save Simon's soul. Why is that? We are the just ones. We are Father Salantius.
It's not what I meant. are young and sharp. Down here and right there.
God Almighty and just, shield us from the touch of evil and the breath of evil, and from its temptation, and save our souls the way you saved our lives, to serve your will and confirm your power here on earth again, just as you have confirmed it in heaven. And give us strength to triumph over Satan's minions, and punish us should we prove unworthy.
Artyom, I'm almost at the goal. Are you lost down there?
And the sky rained missile, and the ground burned to ash, and the spirits boiled, and people turned into shadows. But our cloister survived, for the faithful reside here. And the Lord in his mercy and wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silantius. And so speaketh the Lord, I will be with you, and will keep you safe, provided you are true in your devotion, provided you respect satanic technology. And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The cursed gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. Amen, my children. For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by its corruption will be led through by the Starfish. Glory to the Beast. So let us not fear his enemies at our door. The ones who would attack our cloister. Even with their iron feet standing before us, thinking of machine oil and shining its medical light upon us, we will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them, for this is our hour of glory. Amen. Amen. So let your hands stay the enemy's servant with no rest or mercy. For we carry out the will of our Lord. And it is his retribution and punishment for their sins that our enemies will receive. The Lord will stand before our stand like dust in the wind. His will be done. His will be done. For he will devour them, body and soul. For one can praise himself a gunpowder, but electricity puts an eternal brand upon the sinners. So let us call to the Starfish. Come on, Starfish. And even more so, do you reject? But never get past the Starfish.
So you got me, you damn heretics. You took Katya, and now you have me.
Damn, you are quick, Artyom. Look, old man, we're just passing through. Let us through peacefully. Our guys won't shoot, or this place is going bye-bye. And Katya, you don't have to worry about her anymore, understood?
Deceiving Katya. You must pray to the Lord for forgiveness, not for murdering my children. The children of God. You will burn in hell until the end of days. Sound the alarm! Heretics! Charge them!
The dumbass! Damn, I've been hit! Aurora, full steam ahead! Do you copy? Artyom, get away! I'll take it from here! Artyom, jump!
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretched before us now. Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was everything that happened on the bridge? It could be. It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it. We only wanted to pass through, and it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie. That the world is dead and there's nowhere to go. Anyone who questions it gets fed a different lie, that the war is still going on. Here it's electricity is a sin. Same difference, really.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the Colonel wants you on the breach. See you later.
Come on, wake up.
Uncle Tokarev has already set his shop up. Wanna go look? It's so cool. Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So think.
Smoke break. Let's go.
We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees.
Well, guys, to Duke's
Hey, Artyom, the Colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
Look, stop with this funeral mood. It is Duke we are talking about. Do you recall how we came back from the library? Same thing.
time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. Was a good speech too.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with damn ideas. I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on how to become more attractive to a girl he knew, what to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals. Stay here for a bit, Artyom. This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home, for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together, through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. Alyosha keeps telling everyone Duke could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding it for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it. So, you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home, and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. But here, it's someone else's home, and we are not invited. I talked to Katya. They had a tough life, and that Salantius really kept them in his grip. Those people are basically slaves. Working all day, praying all night, under constant watch, killed for even the slightest wrong. They don't get sold, but that's probably just because Salantius has no use for money. They brought it upon themselves, and yet they survived through all these years. It is their home, after all. How many homes like this lie ahead? Are we going to break every door down? Are we going to become enemies to dwellers of those homes? Are we going to lose somebody in each? Who's next? You? Sorry, I am just not myself. think that when we come back to Metro, they will believe us? They, who live there, bury their folks there, feed their children with rat meat. Leaving already? Well, go get them, Tiger.
Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty ragged, you know? Duke's plate carrier didn't hold the back plate anymore. And he just kept joking about it. What was it? Well, I'll be working here from now on.
Thanks. Well, that is true. Don't be shy. So, Sam ends his speech, and then he asks, where's my day?
Thank you. Just a few words more. What is the general situation here? Colonel, if you understand, it is classified information. But I do understand.
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives.